Well, we're excited to welcome back a returning AVIXA TV partner, Resi, joining us now, are Steve Kaminsky and Matt Groves. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome, guys. That's a hard act to follow, I know, with the dog.
I was just about to say, that is not fair.
Sorry.
That is not fair.
I was going to say, how's the show going for you so far? But I don't know if we can top that.
Exactly. It's been so good. Love being here with our friends here and family. And yeah, it's always such a great time.
Yeah, fantastic. And we're really excited to welcome you guys back. So would you mind just giving us a kind of brief overview of the company and how you're partnering with us at AVIXA TV again?
Absolutely, yeah. So if you're watching the stream right now, you're actually watching it through Resi technology. So Resi, we kind of have three sides of the platform. So we have web streaming, multi-site streaming, and then a full on-demand suite. So kind of how we started was back in 2014. It was more of like a multi-site solution for churches because churches who want to be in multiple physical spots, they want to still stay connected somehow and be one, right? And so our technology back then, gave them a way to be able to do that, right? So we would have something at the broadcast campus, something at the receiving sites to be able to go back and forth there. And it's funny because whenever we started the company, our name used to be Living as One. So Living as One, joining all of those sites. People thought that was a marriage conference, though. So we ended up changing our name to Resi. So resilient streaming technology, that is what we do. We're all about giving the highest quality stream at the lowest bandwidth possible.
And we really appreciate partnering with you here. Obviously, we're at the convention center. A lot's going on. So how does Resi's technology ensure that high-quality streaming in a low-bandwidth environment such as InfoComm? And what stands out in challenging conditions, like, for example, an InfoComm show here?
Exactly, yeah. So the internet here is not going to be great, right? So we need to be able to provide a way for us to correct for any errors in the transmission before it hits the viewer, right? So we have something called the resilient streaming protocol, and that's kind of what put us on the map. And the resilient streaming protocol allows us to be able to fully correct for any errors before it gets to the viewer. So the way it works, if you think about other streaming protocols, it's like a laser, right? So from point A to point B, trying to get to point B as fast as possible. What we do is we put ourselves in the middle of that and say, okay, so you sent us the stream first. When it hits us, we're going to see all of those packet losses, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to then stop that data from getting to the viewer. We're going to go back down to the transmission site. We're going to find that piece of data missing, find it, fix it, then send it back up a second time. Then when we see a second time, it's going to be fully corrected, ready to go to the viewer, so we can guarantee you every single time they're going to see a perfect copy.
So can you walk us through a live demo and show us some of those features and applications of that streaming technology?
Absolutely. We're going to walk you through a couple demos, actually. First, we're going to walk you through what's happening in our booth. So we have actually our online dashboard that should pop up on the screen behind us here. So at our booth, we're actually streaming live from our multi-site platform. So as you can see, we've got everything that's happening in your environment, from your live events, all your scheduled events that are coming up. You can see what activity is happening on your encoders. In this point, we're going to take a look over here, and if we see on the bottom left, it's kind of behind us here, this is actually one of our encoders streaming 4K from one point to another with our newest codec with AV1, so high quality 4K video being delivered over a cellular network. So we're literally just going up and down using a 5G connection and ensuring that we're delivering that at a high quality. And the beautiful part about our decoders is we actually have a DVR built into it. So if you need to time slip from one location to another, it's an easy user interface. You can hit cues, you can jump back and forth, you can fade to black. It's integrated with ROStalk, which a lot of our partners love because ROStalk is just universally accepted and you can trigger it from your switcher, as our team at ROS here well knows. The fun part, if we're going to switch over to the next tab here, one more, back to the AVIXA one, yeah. So this is actually what we're doing here at AVIXA today. So this is our AVIXA studio. You can see we have our live event happening, going to 3 destinations, and if we drill into that, we'll actually be able to see in real time what's happening at our encoder level, going up to the cloud. We can see what's happening at YouTube, what's going out to the JW player, and as well as what we're sending out to LinkedIn. So if you're watching in any one of those platforms right now, this is how we are managing that platform. When we move out of that a little bit, we also can send to any destination. So if you can jump back to that first tab, Brian, we come over to our settings tab. You can set all your presets. Now this is one of my favorites, and I know it's something we all play with, is how we do multiple languages. So if you're feeding a video stream in there, you can do 16 channels of audio via SDI. You can embed any audio on any of those channels, and in the cloud, we can break it out and create separate players for every language. So if you have live on-site translation in Ukrainian or Spanish or Russian or Portuguese, you can embed those, create separate web players so you're targeting your audience just one stream up to the cloud, which is fantastic. There's a ton of other stuff here. You can see your web channels, you can see your player profiles. The other part of the platform that we love is our on-demand side of things, where when we stream that content, we expect it to be available the next second. So what we've created is the ability to dynamically take your video, stream it directly to the cloud, and from there, without any transcoding, it's immediately available in our media platform. As you can see, we've got a ton of videos that we've broadcasted up. These can automatically be organized into playlists, which you can embed on your website. So if we finish something, it's going to pop up right here, and you can choose whatever you want. So if you're doing a series of TED Talks, if you're doing a sermon series as a house of worship, if you're doing a series of baseball games, and it's all in the same 4-series play, available immediately. And you can also then jump out to a customized, go one more tab over, media site, where you can embed all your playlists into your website. You don't need to hard code anything, embed and go. So that's our, yeah, it's a very integrated platform. We really want to take care of all our partners, ingest to play out, making their lives as simple as possible.
Wow, that's quite impressive, and we're glad during the demo we're seeing that everything is working as it should be, especially for AVIXA TV. That's always great. That was really helpful. Thank you for demoing that for
You're
us.
welcome.
So why don't we talk a little bit about content creation? What tools does Resi offer content creators to keep their audiences engaged during live streams and to enhance viewer interaction?
Yeah, so the viewer interaction is always the hard part because you can't see what's happening on the other end of your live stream. We've done lots of tricks and tools. Hey, click the link at the bottom of the page to find out information, and then we track those links. Well, sometimes we want people to interact as close to real time as we can. So our engineers created something called QR Click, which we have another demo of here that we're going to pop up.
Wonderful.
And what our web player will do is it's going to read any QR code that you pop up as the lower third in your video stream. You can click that QR code, and you can actually overlay it on top of your live video player and then interact with it. And what this does for our creators is it says, hey, we know you want them to have a call to action. We know you want them to sign up. We know you may want them to donate to something. Here's a way where they can jump out and do it without going away. And because it's QR code based, you can now track it. So if you're doing things for sponsors for a sporting event, normally we just throw up a banner at the bottom and hey, that's enough for our sponsors. What if we can track engagement and show our sponsors an ROI on their investment when they click it? What if it's a sports program and so you want to pull up the stats on the player? Well, instead of just popping up their name at the bottom, there's a QR code. Now you can click that QR code and you can see the stats and how that player is performing as they're at bat. So it's unlimited possibilities to keep folks engaged with the content you're creating and give you tools to measure how your content's doing.
Yeah, it's really phenomenal. It's really, like you say, it's really integrated, handling everything for you right across the workflow. Really exciting to see that. So, but looking ahead, like what's next for Resi? Are there any trends that you're especially excited about or seeing gain more use in popularity?
Yes, for the trends, I mean, that right there, that is one of our major points in the passion that we have for the product, for what we want to do, is we don't want to give somebody just a tool to be able to reach somebody. We want them to be able to engage with that, right? I think 2020 kind of spurred this on, and it's just been kind of a growing trend since. But people want to see who's watching, but they also want to get feedback from them, right? So keeping the tool sets coming with that, in addition to keeping up with other tech trends too, right? So yeah, that's That's what's coming next. That's what's really exciting, and we just love doing what we do for it.
We're absolutely excited about it as well. So for people who want to know more about Resi and what you guys do, where can they go to find additional information?
You can go to resi.io, and there is all kinds of stuff on there. We'd love to talk to you, and yeah.
Wonderful. We'll definitely check that out. We can't thank you enough for being
Thank you again for
wonderful
having us. It's
partners.
been
And thank you
great.
so much for sitting down with us today.
Well,
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Wonderful.